remember last year's process, it's going to be very similar. On Tuesday, everybody will receive a copy of the master schedule, the big grid that shows all the classes, where they're located, who teaches them, and an individual registration sheet, which I will show you here in a moment. You will need to print out the registration sheet. You will turn in an actual hard copy. Okay? Don't turn it in on your computer. You don't have to punch anything in. Literally print out the sheet, write your stuff in there. Registration sheet will be formatted for all 6 class periods in all 3 trimesters. Please fill it out accurately and legibly. What we punch in is the number you write down, the course number. So if you put down the wrong number, you will be put in the wrong course. If we cannot read it, we just simply won't put it in. Okay? So make sure it doesn't look like you dipped a chicken's feet in ink and let it run across your paper, because some of you write, if you know your handwriting sucks, type it in. Okay? Just make it so it's legible. Again, you go through the master schedule, provided and select the course that you want to take for a specific period. Once you have completely filled out your schedule, you must have it signed by Ma or Pa or both. Okay? Once you have it signed, your sheet needs to be turned back into your advisor. The guidance office will pick up the sheets on the 29th. So you will get everything on the 22nd. You have 1 week to complete it. Okay? So make sure you get it all in, all done. If you do not complete it in this time frame, then again you will be moved to the individual list, etc. Again, everybody has been placed in registration order by random number. Your advisors have a copy of it if you want to know your place on the ladder. Again, when you turn your sheets in, we will punch in all the classes. Now, as juniors, chances are some of you I know had to switch quite a bit of stuff last year. Probably won't be as bad this year because you're juniors, you're second in line. But some of it will fill up. So again, if you give down a class, it only holds 20 people and you're number 21, we will call you down to the office and you will have to choose a new course. If you get called down to the office, we will send you a message via Canvas. Okay? Don't ignore the message via Canvas, or you simply, again, other classes may fill up while we're waiting for you. Again, the rationale for doing this, it's an opportunity for you to select classes and teachers who most fit your learning style. However, some courses only have 1 section or 1 teacher. Okay? And so that's the way it is. Everything is listed on the schedule, so if you don't want to have Mr. Upmeyer teach you communications, you're out of luck because he's the only guy that teaches communication. Again, please do not select a class just because, well, my friends are taking it, or my boyfriend or girlfriend is taking it, or this or that. Because again, the class changes are going to be very minimal. This year we probably had more class changes, shall we say, we allowed more class changes than we originally intended. We're not going to do that next year. All right? So I don't like it, it's not what I thought. I needed to get into it for swimming or whatever. What you pick is what you get. And so make sure you pick the right thing. Now, if all of a sudden, obviously, if you fail something, etc., we will get you out of it. Okay? If suddenly you decide you want to become an actuary versus a NASCAR driver, we will allow you to switch, but it has to be a proper academic reason. Now, also this year, you guys have an opportunity, everybody in the class has an opportunity to take the PSEO class or the dual credit classes. Now, let me do a little explanation here. PSEO classes are ones that you will take online, or you will go down to the Kirkwood Vinton Center here and take a college course there. In order to do that, a couple things must happen. Number one, you must have met proficiency on your ITEDs. Your teachers also have a list if you've met proficiency or not. Okay? Also, you must, if you are thinking at all that you're going to take an online course, you have to take the Compass test, which is a test that Kirkwood gives, and that has to be done by May 1st. Okay? If you are going to take any of these classes, it has to be done by May 1st. To schedule the Compass test, all you have to do is call Kirkwood and say, hello, this is Fred Jones, I need to take the Compass test because next year I'm taking Comp 1. And they will say, excellent, Fred. When can you come down and take the test? And you will say, anytime, because I desperately need to improve my educational status. And they will schedule you an appointment, and you will go down and take the test. That's all there is to it. Okay? But you have to get a certain score. And that is for any class that you want to take in the core area. So if you want to take that, if you want to take anything online, calculus, finite, comp 1, etc., do it. Now, other classes, if anybody is going to do the Health Science Academy or web page design or anything that is considered vocational, you do not have to take the Compass test. Okay? And you do not have to meet proficiency. Okay? So that is really just for core subject areas, math, science, history, English. Now, if you do decide you want to register for a PSEO class, okay, and this again are the ones that are just online, or go down to the Vinton Center, and you want to take it during school, okay, you must register for the PSEO and a study hall. Now, if you take one of these, there's different options you can do. If you don't want to do it during school, you want to take 7 classes, okay, instead of 6, then you don't have to put down a study hall. Okay? Then it will be on your own time. You can do it at night or in the morning or whenever you feel like doing it. If you want a dedicated time during the day to work on a PSEO, you must register for the study hall along with it. Now this other part, to me, that is irrelevant to you because you don't get released anyway. PSEOs are on a semester schedule. So what that means, okay, is that essentially it will take up 2 of our trimesters for you to do the PSEO. And I'll show you an example of that in a moment. Also, for anybody that is interested in doing an internship, that is interested in industrial metalworking, etc., all those classes are 2 periods in length. Now, if anybody is thinking about doing an internship, remember that during your high school career, you get 2. Okay? So, I'm telling you this because we constantly have some boneheads, especially seniors, that sign up for 5 internships or something. Okay? You get 2 during your career. Okay? So if you want to do one this year, that's great. It's a great experience. If you want to wait and do it your senior year, that's great. But 2 total. Now, other considerations. If you failed a course that is a prerequisite for another one, please make sure you put in the appropriate term. Okay? If you are going to take English 11 and you have not passed English 10, common sense will tell you that you can't take English 11 before you take English 10. But once again, guarantee somebody will do that. Okay? So check your prerequisites. Make sure you have what you need, and if you need a class, get it in there. Students with just band or vocal music, okay, you have to have a study hall on the other half of it. Again, we don't offer anything that's half a period. You may only take one physical education per term, and you can only take general PE once. So if you take PE more than general PE, it's got to either be personal fitness or strength and condition. Now, example schedule. Okay, for some reason, the grid lines on here didn't show up, but if you are in band and or chorus, up here, again, the sheet is broken down into 6 periods, 3 terms. Okay? Please make sure you use the appropriate number. The numbers are all located in the course catalog. Everybody should have a copy or have access to it either online. Now, band, again, if you are just in band, band is the first half of first period, so please put it where it says 1A. And if you're just in band, then you put the appropriate study hall number. Okay? Same thing if you are just in choir. If you are just taking a class, you are in neither band nor choir. Okay? Please write in, for example, over there in term 3, just the class you want to take on the top line, and you will just leave the second 1A or 1B space blank. Okay? If you want to do a PSEO, this is how you must write it in. PSEO study hall, PSEO study hall. And what we will do is we will get everybody that wants to take a PSEO and we will call you down individually. So you can look at it, look through it, figure out what you want to take. Okay? Now, here's the part. Some people's schedule will be very, very full. Because their schedule will be full, they will not be able to afford 2 study halls to devote to their PSEO course. So, you can still sign up for one, have it here, and then have a class here. The only issue is for the last 5 to 6 weeks of that class, it's all on your own. Okay, you have to get it done on your own time. Now, if you think you can do that, terrific. Okay, just be realistic. Any class that is 2 terms, or 2 periods, listed twice in the period that's going to be in. Now, something new this year. If you schedule more than 3 classes in any one academic discipline, okay, you have to have a teacher from that department sign off on your selections. So if next year you have decided that you're going to take marriage and family, child development, foods 1, foods 2, housing and interiors, and pickle making or whatever, okay, that's fine if Miss Sattel will sign off on it. If she won't, okay, but
So if you do all English courses, you have to have each of the teachers sign off, or just one?
somebody from the department,
One.
right, okay. And most people will not take more than 1 English class per term anyway, but, okay. Also, new bell schedule next year. Lunch will be during 4th period. Okay. Advisor will be during 7th period. Okay. Things will get moved back just a bit. Yes, sir. No. No. The actual class periods, I believe, are reduced. Instead of being 60 minutes long, I want to say they're going to be 57 minutes long. Third period obviously becomes longer. I think lunch will start, memory serves, at like 11:10 next year for a lunch, and then after that. Advisor will also be longer next year. Okay. Now, here's an example of somebody that decided to take 4 courses from the same academic discipline, 4 English classes. Okay. And if you do have something like this, more than 1 class per term, etc. in that time, you have to get the signature from a teacher in that department. And it will go right there. There's a little blank for the signature. Okay. Last thoughts. Again, if you turn in your registration sheet late, you will not be registered until everyone else is registered. Again, be sure you put down what it is you want to take. No excuse. If you have questions, if you are unsure what to take, ask your advisor. If you can't figure out which math class you want to take or what would be your best option, ask somebody in the math department, most likely somebody that you have had for class. Okay? Don't just write it down and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, you have a week, ask some questions. If you need other help, come down and see us. If you aren't sure whether you want to do a PSEO or not, come down and see us, or me specifically. Okay? Final thing, when you are doing the schedule is not perfect. We have tried.
Please send Jeremy Kirk to the main office. Jeremy Kirk to the main office.
We have tried to eliminate as many conflicts as possible, but it is very probable that nobody is going to get all of the classes when they want them, where they want them, and with who they want them with. Okay? So that's just the honest truth. You are probably going to have to make some choices. Any other questions?